What's going on, y'all? Today is day 9 of no contact with a toxic, abusive partner, whether it be narcissistic, borderline personality disorder, or any of the other personality disorders. I'm kind of documenting my journey, so if you're new here, this is day 9 of no contact that I feel is going to be the last time. I've done this before, because I've been broken up with over 70 times. I've been blocked. I've got a whole story. You'll see it here on the channel, but I'm just kind of trying to go day by day, because we all go through this, and that are in these types of abusive relationships. And when we finally break free, it's cliche as it sounds, there's freedom in it. And like I said, I've blocked her before. I've gone no contact before for, longest I went was about 2 months, and she found a way to, wiggle back in, slither back in. That's the word I was looking for. Like a little snake, pre-planned something after moving out from me again to have a reason to reach back out. Oh, I left one box there that has all my most valuable, important stuff and blah. And you try to use a third party, and they still reach out to you directly. And I didn't have her blocked in like every way at that time. So but she reached out to me, although I had someone else reach out to take care of that. But then, pulled me back in, wasted another 5 months of my life. Kind of went back and forth over the 5 months. It was a little bit better, it was a little bit worse. It's been a 3-year relationship, been through all sorts of stuff with it, but it would be better for a little bit, a week or two, a couple days, but then all those old traits always pop out. Why? Because they're not gone. Those old traits aren't gone. They might be masked, they might be covered up, they might be doing a little bit better about it. Their emotions might be a little more regulated for the time being, but if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. And it always just seemed to come back out. And I've been all over the map this last, especially 9 days. I call it last Wednesday was the day that I blocked her, and, I was just like, no, Tuesday she's laying on my chest talking about, hey, maybe if things go this way, we'll get married after Christmas, or get engaged after Christmas. That'd be a good time to propose, after Christmas. Let's just, make sure we keep going down this route, because I did something reactive abuse, that I've touched on in some of the other videos. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. But it's, basically when you finally have had enough and you snap and you react and you do some things or say some things that you would never do, and it's completely outside of your character, but you've been getting abused by this person so badly for such a long time. They've done so many horrific, horrendous things that finally you had enough and you snapped back and you said or did something. Like I said, I've got faults in this relationship. It's not the first time I've done something back or snapped, but I wasn't proud of what I did, but I immediately apologized, and I've apologized hundreds of times. Why is it that I gotta apologize hundreds of times, but when you do something so incredibly insane and hurtful and painful, not saying that what I said or did wasn't hurtful or painful, but why do you get to say one sorry and then that's it? Why do I a month later, 2 months later, I'm still apologizing for the thing I've apologized for 100 times? Why is that? Kind of losing my train of thought here right now, but it's never an equal playing field. It's never the same with a toxic person. It's always a double standard. I can tell you she can tell me go F yourself, and if I say go F yourself back, then I'm an a-hole, I'm a bully, I'm a jerk, I'm condescending, I'm demeaning, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, you just told me to F myself 50 times, and I finally said F you back, now I'm a jerk. How about you? What, you just told me to F myself 50 times and hit me in the face, but that's okay. But me saying F you back or calling you a name, again, I'd never call a woman out of her name. Never my whole life till this relationship. You go through enough, you end up acting in ways that you normally wouldn't. That's a classic symptom of toxic relationships with toxic, abusive people, narcissistic people, borderline personality people with cluster B personality types, and those sorts of disorders, PTSD. I know my ex was diagnosed with PTSD, and I've done so much study on the other stuff. She's got either borderline or narcissistic or high tendencies. Just because you have narcissistic tendencies doesn't mean you're a narcissist or clinically diagnosed narcissist, but you can have many narcissistic traits and higher traits and still not be diagnosed clinically as one. Because first off, it's hard to diagnose these people because they're so hard to read, and there's so many chambers and just deceit and lies and just all sorts of things. But when you're in with them day in and day out, and like I said, I'm a decently intelligent individual. I've done hundreds of hours of study, and walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, is probably a duck. So anyways, enough of that. Like I said, I'm normally, when we break up, or I'm no contact. You know, I want to say this too first, before I say that. There's a difference between no contact and silent treatment, or stonewalling. I can't tell you how many times I've been given the silent treatment, or being stonewalled from her, meaning she's there, she's in the house, but she's not talking. She will literally ignore you, me, whoever, you know, whatever your relationship, my relationship. That person will ignore you some days on end, more than a week, say the absolute bare minimum, but they're punishing you. Whatever you did, you said or did something that they didn't like. You came against their authority, their control, their manipulation, their ways. Hey, you know what? I don't like this. My feelings are hurt. You know what? And, oh, you're dissolved. And then silence. You know, they're in the other room. Oh, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. I'm gonna go. Like, why? Like, why can't we talk about this and figure it out and work through this like two adults, not two middle schoolers, two adults? Why can't we have an adult conversation calmly? There doesn't have to be screaming and cussing and yelling. You don't have to do that to me. But yeah, I can't tell you the number of times I've been put on the silent treatment and ignored and that hurts. It's painful. And it's like, I love this person so much. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to work with them. I'm trying to work through this. But like, you're dealing with a child, someone who literally has the emotional capabilities, intelligence of a child. And, you know, I put her at about 15 because that's, you know, 15 or younger, because, you know, that's just, in a lot of these people, when you know their backstories, you know, like, you can put a timestamp on it. It's like, that's how you behave. I've described this relationship to so many people, and you know, not just, oh, I'm sitting here, you know, trying to talk on her. No, it was never that. It was like, hey, this is what's going on. Can I get some help? Can I get some wisdom? Can I get some godly wisdom? Can I get some, you've been married for so many years, or you've been this or that? Like, you know, tell me what you think about this. This is what I did. This is what she did, and whatever. And it's like, you're dealing with a child. That is not how adults act. That is not how adults act or communicate at all. Like, and she just won't do it, and time again. So again, when you go no contact, that's because this person is incredibly abusive, and you're trying to be done, and you're trying to stay away from them because they suck you back in, or they continue to manipulate and abuse you. So that's going no contact. I'm staying away from you and your abuse, versus the silent treatment of, I don't like what you did or said, you're not bending to my will right now, so I'm going to ignore you, and I'm going to cut you off, and I'm going to act like you're not there. Why? Because I know that hurts you, and I know that eventually you'll come back around, or you'll apologize, or I've apologized for things I should never have apologized for. But I did it to try to fix, okay, maybe it is me, and oh, I'm sorry, okay, I can see, you know, but here's the, I'm listening. Hey, okay, I see what you're upset about. I'm very sorry. That's not what my intentions were. That's not what I said. That's not what I meant. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that's how that came across, if that's how that made you feel, if, trying to take accountability for whatever it was, whether, and usually I wasn't in the wrong, but like, I'm empathetic. Okay, I hear what you're saying. I hear what is bothering you. I'm sorry that I did something that was offensive to you, that was upsetting to you, that, but my heart was not that. And they still usually don't hear you. But then you end up apologizing. Whatever it was they did goes out the window. It gets, because it's all about deflection. It's about making about what you did. Not you've been silent to me for 5 days because you hurt my feelings and I expressed that and you didn't like it, or you're trying to get me to do something and I didn't do it, and so you ignored me or shut me out or left or blocked me for 5 days or weren't responding or wouldn't answer the phone and would only text or just whatever. So anyways, I don't know, I'm kind of ranting enough on that, but like, that's the silent treatment. It's an abuse tactic. I'm giving you the silent treatment. I'm ignoring you to get you to try to cater and bend to my will for what it is that I don't agree with or what you have done. So I'm no contact right now, meaning, and hopefully forever, meaning I'm not talking to you anymore. I've blocked your phone number, I've blocked your social, I've blocked your email, I've blocked all the ways that you can normally try to communicate with me. And outside of getting it, you know, it's not that hard to, you know, get in touch with someone. You know, he just has to use somebody else's phone. The easiest thing you could do, but even easier, I mean, we're not going to get into the ways that you can contact somebody, but I'm no contact. Why? Because I'm so sick and tired of being abused. I've been living in a pit for the last 3 years. I'm financially broke. I became spiritually broke. I became physically broke. I became broke in every way that I could be, trying to love this woman, trying to help her, trying to help us. But you can't do it on your own. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. That person ain't gonna change or try to change, and you keep trying to. I'm trying to love you. I'm trying to give you grace. I'm trying to give you mercy. I'm giving you forgiveness. I'm trying to give you instruction. I'm trying to lead you. Whether they disrespect and they shut you down and they just abuse and manipulate and divert and project and all the things we talk about on here. But like, so again, I've done this before. I normally feel like death. I'm clinging on to life. I'm not eating. I'm not drinking. I'm not getting out of the bed. I'm staying in the bed like literally for weeks on end, you know, and that's so incredibly unhealthy in these off periods or at any time in your life. But I really feel this time is different. And part of that is, one, I made a video about this the other day. You have to not care. This person, whoever you're with, whoever your ex is, or your current person who's toxic and abusive, they do not care about you. They do not care what you're doing. They do not care about your wants, your needs, your emotions, your feelings. You are not allowed your own feelings and emotions. You are if they're the same as what theirs are. But if they're different, ooh, there's a storm coming. There's a whole wrath of anger and all sorts of things coming your way. So, you know, as long as you don't have your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions, you're good. But when you do, it's problematic. So, again, I think this is the last time, and as I said, you know, I'm doing it differently than I've done before. And again, I'm documenting this because I think it's just going to be helpful for people. I normally was a 5 to 7 day in the gym dude a week. Like, I would go 5 to 7 times a week. And I've been a semi-professional athlete and done a bunch of stuff and blah, whatever, who cares, nothing. But I worked out like 20, 30 times in a over 3-year relationship with this woman. Why? Because it's all consuming and it just sucked the life out of me. Didn't want to do it, couldn't do it, didn't feel I could do it. Even when we were in okay times, you know, but the okay times only lasted days for the most part. Days, 3, 5, 7 days, a week, 2 weeks at most. And there was a breakup, a blow up, a get out, and whatever period of no talking. And usually it wasn't because I was going no contact. It was because I was blocked and being stonewalled and ignored and just completely dismissed. And then eventually finds a way, you know, it's baiting. She keeps throwing out bait, or, you know, okay, you know what, I'm done, I'm not going to listen to this. And then they say the right thing, they keep texting, they keep sending the right, and then they hook you back in, pull you back in, whatever. I'm on the way to the gym right now. I got up earlier today than I normally get up. Thankfully, I'm blessed to be self-employed and I don't have to like be anywhere unless I have like an appointment or something. So, but, you know, I've been sleeping in, you know, lately, especially after this breakup, and I like to sleep in anyways. But no, I got up earlier than I normally ever do. Why? Because you got to get up and you got to force yourself to go do stuff, because you'll stay in that pit as long as you allow yourself to stay in that pit. But I refuse to do that this time, and I hope that you have the strength to refuse to do that this time. And I'm on my way to the gym right now. I took care of stuff at my house that I've been wanting to take care of, because I moved into a new house because we had broken up. And we were broken up for 2 months, no talking. She moved out, got her own place, and then I started going over there. And then within the first like week or two of back together, you know, it was, if I'm not serious about her, we need to be living together, sleeping under the same roof every night, and living together, cohabitating together. Now, I didn't agree with that. You know, I've said before in the past, like, I think it's very irresponsible if we were to move back in together, or we were to be living together right now, just because of how chaotic our relationship is. Oh, well, you're not serious. If you don't want to live with me, then you're not serious. I'm not a sleepover buddy, and blah, 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 blah. And, like, we can't be together if we're not living under the same roof. Okay? So I put notice in. I'm renting right now. I put notice in where I was at. Didn't want to move, but I was like, okay, we're going to do it. And because she didn't want to come back there, because she'd moved out of there twice. Put the notice in, but then, like, within like probably 2-3 weeks of that, and I'm sitting there looking at houses and showing her houses, and we're looking at houses and whatever, and then she backslid big time and created this whole thing and blamed it all on me. And that was like a 9-10 day thing before I finally got, oh, I see what you're saying, I'm sorry now, and whatever. And it's like, you've treated me horribly for the last 9-10 days and whatever. But then after that, it's like, oh, you know, because again, she's so spiritual, and you know what, I don't think it's right that we be living under the same roof. We should wait till we get married. We shouldn't be living under the same roof, and, you know, some other things, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't disagree with that. But it's like, before I wasn't serious about you if we weren't living under the same roof. I've already put notice in at my place. I'm paying $3,000 month to month because I'm on month to month, and I had to do a 60-day notice before I got out of there. And now I can't back out of that because I already leased my place to somebody else. And now you're telling me before, you know, a couple weeks ago, I'm not serious about you and this isn't a serious relationship if we can't stay under the same roof. But then now you're telling me you had a new revelation and breakthrough and we shouldn't be living under the same roof until we're married. Honestly, that was a ploy because she wanted me to propose to her and make it permanent. For whatever reason, as much as she discards me and throws me away, she really wanted me to make it permanent. You know, and I've been wanting to make it permanent for years. I've had a ring for her for years. I made videos. I finally parted with a very expensive diamond that I lost a whole bunch of money on that I've been waiting to give to her and trying to give to her, but she kept being crazy. But it's like, that's the flip. 2 weeks ago, I love you, and but we need to be living together. And then 2 weeks later, oh, we can't be serious or be together if we're under the same roof. We're not doing it God's way. We're not doing it the right way. Which again, I agree with that, and I've been saying that the whole time. But if I wasn't willing to live with her or sleep, if I wanted to stay at home one night, like it was a blow up huge issue, we should be sleeping together every night, no, we should never be apart, blah, 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 blah. But then it's like, oh, we should be apart, oh, I need some time, and oh, all these, it's the double standard. It's a double standard. So anyways, I know I've been going for a while, I'm gonna try to stop ranting, but like, yeah, so then I moved into a house, and you know, I've got OCD, I struggle with that, and it especially gets intensified with, relationship stress. That's like my number one stressor for it. So obviously dealing with a very abusive girlfriend, partner, ex, you know, for the last 3 years and all the stuff I've been through. First year was okay, but after that, it was really right. I was about 2 weeks out from proposing to her, and then just a bunch of shady stuff happened, and then I called it off. And then from that point, when I realized how much she was lying to me and other stuff, and it was like my OCD just intensified, and that's something else I'm working on. But like I said, today I got up hours earlier than I normally do. Got stuff I've been trying to get done at my house that's supposed to be our house, but the house that I'm living in now, and just got stuff done. And like I said, I'm on my way to the gym right now. I'm getting that done earlier today. I'm gonna take care of some other stuff, getting back to working because I need to be doing that because like I said, I am flat broke, completely in debt, borrowing money to pay bills, you know, so I'm not over here like, ooh, I'm Mr. Whatever, you know, I'm broke, and it's, I can only blame myself, but like, I was in a pit, and I didn't have the energy to answer the phone or go get in my car and go somewhere to take care of what I needed to take care of, or help clients, or do this or do that, or even I make money on the computer as well. I mean, there's a lot of things that I do, and I can't do any of this. But no more. This person does not, circling back around, this person does not care about you. You got to stop caring about them. You got to stop worrying about, so I lay there in bed, oh, is she going on a date? Is she talking to somebody? Is she out at the bar drinking? Is she partying? Is she this? Is she that? Like, what? Who cares? She does not care what I'm doing. If she did, she'd be trying to reach out, or she would not be treating me the way that she did. She doesn't care. She's never cared. They only care when they want or need something from you. So you have to do this. You have to get into the same mindset. Not that you don't care about them, because we all know that we do, very much so. So much so that it literally destroys us not being with this person. But I had freedom in this because I watched a video or something the other day that like triggered it, and it's just like, I gotta stop caring. Like I can't lay there in bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and wonder what she's up to, or wonder if she's home or not home, or like I said, did she go on a date tonight? Who's she talking to? Is she talking to, you know, because all the things that just run through your head when you're not together, you know. It's like, if she's doing any of that, great, good for her. Who cares? You know, if you were laying on my chest on Tuesday talking about we should get married after the holidays, and on Wednesday you don't know if we should have came back together when we came back together this last time, and blah 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 blah, and maybe we should see other people, maybe there's someone else for both of us, and blah, and, you're trying to go down that path right now. Like yesterday you want to marry me, and today maybe we shouldn't have come. No, I'm done, blocked. So again, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, you know, OCD, but no. I've kind of just given it up, given it to God. Like, it's not my problem anymore. It's not your problem anymore. You got to let these people go. You got to stop caring, stop obsessing, stop ruminating on what they're doing, what if, what could have been, what if I said this, what if I did this differently. Because that's what I've done this whole time. I saw a therapist every single week trying to break down everything that happened in the week. At one point I had a therapist, I was literally paying her extra money, because sometimes me and my ex would only talk through text for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time. Like, she wouldn't even answer the phone. And it's like literally message by message, and I would be sending this to this therapist to have her dissected. Like, this is exactly what she said, this is exactly what I said. you know, and trying to, like, okay, maybe, and then you have, okay, I see what, you know, yeah, she was pretty much like, this girl's freaking crazy from the start. You should get away. I'm telling you, you're going to end up wasting 3 years of your life. Sure enough, here we are 3 years later, wasted 3 years of my life, you know, but it's like full transparency and breaking it down. And it's like, and then what the opinions of multiple therapists that I've talked to about it is, it's all lines up with kind of a personality disorder. But anyways, couldn't tell my ex that because she would lose it. But, I'll, again, losing train of thought, kind of going all over the place, but it's like, yeah, I spent 3 years, I was spending hundreds of dollars, you know, $300 to $500. I was seeing multiple, you know, I was seeing someone for OCD, I was seeing somebody for their relationship, I was seeing somebody for relationship twice a week sometimes, and like, that stuff costs money. Like, I spent probably $10,000, $15,000 on therapy, and the funny thing is like, it wasn't, because again, I would share what I was doing and all this stuff, and it wasn't like, okay, oh, I just threw my name out there, but might edit that, because I haven't given my name yet. But, okay, you know, like, it's not like, okay, you really need to do this and do that, and we need to get you on medication. No, it's like, you need to get away from this woman. And it's like, it's amazing, when I'm not with her, I'm not in really therapy. My OCD's chilled out. My stress is chilled out. I don't feel the need that I need to go talk and get advice and get help. And like, I share that because it's like, I spent tens of thousands of dollars on therapy, trying to find way, again, okay, I see what's going on in this communication. One, she's wrong, she's acting like a child, and she's completely dismissing, ignoring everything that you're saying, and then just blowing right over it, and then coming back, what are you? But hey, maybe try saying, I see when you say something kind of like this sets her off, so maybe try saying it like this. And again, this wasn't like manipulation on my part. This is like, okay, this is how you can, I see what's going on with her and the communication style with her and you. Maybe try communicating in this way. Maybe you'll get a better response. And so genuinely, I would take that advice and I would read the situation that's happening and remember what I'm learning, and try, again, working on myself, and try to explain it or say it in a different way that maybe she would be less reactive to. And it's like, sometimes, a lot of times it would work temporarily, and then whatever, it always ends up blowing back up. But like, I share that because like, I tried so much. I tried so hard for years, and she was never willing to do it. She wouldn't do therapy. Anytime we went, we'd go a couple times, and then, oh, that therapist is this, or that therapist is that. They're too young, they're too this, they're too whatever. And it's like, no, it's because the truth is coming out, and you can no longer hide when there's another person there. I've been trying to get you in front of a third party since the third week I knew you. And it's how amazing that every time we go finally get to a counselor or a therapist or whatever, we get 1, 2, 3 sessions, and then you are out. Why? Because I remember the first people we met with, I'm getting kicked. Like, no, don't say this, don't say this, no, this is what just happened. I was very wrong in the situation. You were very wrong. And my reactive abuse was wrong, but it was reactive abuse, and I didn't even know what reactive abuse was at the time, but it was like, we both did things that were very wrong, and neither of us should have done. But it was something caused by what she had done. I'm getting kicked. No, don't say this, don't say. Why? I want the light to shine bright on everything going on with us. Why would I not share? This just happened last week, and it's very serious. If something like this continues, it's going to be very bad. Why would I not share this? And I'm not just saying, oh, this is what she did. No, phone cut off, I don't know why. No, this is what she did. This is what I did. Full transparency, help. But then after that comes out, and some other things like, oh, we can't go there anymore, you know, and it's like every time. So again, I'm gonna wrap this up because I've been going for a minute now. I'm doing it different this time. That person never cared. She never wanted the help. She never wanted accountability. And just trying to even, again, this is the projecting and diverting and all this stuff, like trying to tell me that I don't want the light to shine on anything that's going on. Pick a friend, pick a family member, pick anybody. If you won't go to a therapist, pick somebody that we can both sit down with together, and I can explain what's happening, and then you can explain what's happening. And then let's just see what this third party, whether they know us, don't know us, stranger, your friend, your family, my family, anyone, I don't care. Pick a random person on the street. Hey, can I pay you $100 to sit here and listen to us for 20 minutes and you tell me your opinion? No, we'll never do it. Why? Because deep down she knows she's the abuser. She's the one causing all this. At times I've got her on recording admitting it. I've got her on recording admitting, hey, you know what? Yeah, 90% of this, I've been very abusive to you. 90% of this is all me. But then later on it's, oh, no, I didn't, it's all you. It's been you. You're hiding from it. You're manipulating. You're hiding from the truth. You don't want to, tell me when I never wanted the truth of it. I've been trying to get the truth on this from the beginning. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. You got to stop being concerned. You don't got to stop caring about them in the sense of like, you know, you're their well-being and whatever, but like you got to stop caring. They don't care about you. They don't care what you're up to. They don't care what you're doing today. They don't care what you did yesterday. They don't care what you're doing tomorrow. Even when you're together, they really don't care about you and what your wants, needs, desires, emotions, feelings are. It's all about them and theirs, and you better line up or else you will be punished. So you got to stop doing that. I'm day 9, no contact. Again, been broken up with over 70 times and gone no contact before, but this time it's different. I parted with things that I still had around of hers, one being a diamond ring that I've been holding on, having in the back of my mind, okay, let's work on it. And I didn't want to part with it because I spent so much money on it, a whole lot of money on it, and I knew I was going to lose a lot of money on it when I sold it. But so it was always like, okay, give her, you know, it's not like I only did it for that reason, but it's like I didn't want to sell it because it was like, maybe she's finally going to get it right and start treating me right for a consistent period of time and finally own up and acknowledge what it is that she truly does. Nope. Never happened. Could it ever happen? Who knows? But that's going to take her doing some serious work and come to some serious terms and realizations about herself and what she does and what she's caused. I can't wait around because I get dragged through the mud. I get destroyed and ripped to shreds, abused, used, manipulated, just treated bad and treated vilely, you know, and I don't deserve that, and you don't deserve that. So I'm no contact, and I'm doing it different this time. I parted ways with the things that I had around the house of her, as I had a painting I lusted after that I had of her and whatever, and like, no, destroyed it, threw it away, sold the ring, no, blocked everywhere, no contact. Not staying in bed this time. Get up, get out of bed, get off the couch, get out of the house, whatever it is, get back to work, get back to being around people you care and love, get back to doing the things that make you happy and are important to you, get back to doing the things that are healthy for you, and just watch it fall into place. And then I'll end with this. Christ is the answer to it all. I fell away from him. I made this woman my God. I was worshiping her. When me and her were good, I was good. When me and her were happy, I was happy. But that should be my relationship with God. I'm going to say this also. So many people think, oh, I'm looking for my other half. I need my other half. No, you need your other whole. It takes 2 whole people. It doesn't take a half broken person and a half broken person to come together to make a whole. No, it takes someone who is complete and whole and healthy and walking right, and another person who's complete, whole, happy, walking right. It takes 2 people that got it together, 2 whole, complete people to come together for a true union. It's not a half and a half, it's a whole and a whole that makes an even better whole. So I'm looking for my one, you know, and this one that I've been trying to hold on to, it just hasn't been it, and it's destroyed me and almost taken my life in many different ways. But I'm done. Today's a new day. Whatever it is that you want to get up and go do it. Here's inspiration to get up and go do it. I'm doing it. I've been back at the gym now for 9 days now, and it feels wonderful. I was not feeling good about how I lost a bunch of muscle and gained a bunch of unwanted weight that wasn't muscle, you know, and it's like I'm gotten that off, starting to get some muscle back, starting to feel good, starting to get moving again. Again, I'm not laying in bed in a pit all day and not eating for 2 or 3 days on end and just laying there and just thinking about this person. No, stop. They don't care. They don't care. You got to stop caring about what they're doing. You don't have to stop caring about them, like I said, in the sense of like their well-being, but like stop thinking about them. Stop caring what they're up to, because they don't care what you're up to. And the sooner you can come to that realization, because I get it, trust me, well, you just got to move on. No, I'm not saying it, because I get when you're not going to do it till you're ready. But for those of you who are ready, break free. Stop being concerned with what they're up to. When you can get to that point, it's so freeing. It's so freeing. So I love y'all. God bless y'all. Sorry I went really long on this video, but I was trying to make this one quick, but you get talking about the stuff and then it just kind of goes. So you can do it. Get up, get out of bed, get out of the house, get off the couch, get to work, get to the gym, get you know, around your family, your friends, whatever it is that's important to you, just get to it. Don't do what you always do when you're in that off period. And if you're looking for the strength to go no contact, you know you need to do it and stick to it this time. Stay away from them. You know they're bad for you. If they weren't bad for you, do you really think about this? If this person really wasn't that bad for you and really wasn't that abusive, would you even be thinking about leaving or possibly blocking them from your life to protect yourself so you don't get hurt anymore? You're not blocking them to hurt them or to punish them. You're blocking them because of how much damage they do to you, and you're finally trying to start valuing yourself and putting yourself for once first. And think about that. If that's how you're feeling, that you need to do that. Why? Because that person is dangerous, they're abusive, they're violating you, they are hurting you, and they do not care. So you gotta start not caring too, and care about yourself, value yourself, because you're an awesome person, you're a kind, caring, loving person, and don't accept anything less. Love y'all. God bless. Peace.